Hello, welcome to Passap Adventures number 26, and for some reason that's not doing what it should. There we go. Okay, so far you can see up here I've done this amount of needles in the process I'm about to show you. The needles have all come through now from the ultrasonic cleaner, which has also got added in the rust inhibitor, and the rust inhibitor, I don't know if you can see it on this shot, has got some white deposit on the needle, and it's making it very difficult for the latch to move. So what I'm doing is I'm cleaning with a pin. I'm cleaning off the little piece of latch outside. There's a little hole there in the main needle shaft. So I'll jiggle it around to loosen off the deposit, and that should flick very easily with the pin going into the back of the latch there. So I'm cleaning out by going over and over it like that on both sides of the latch, on the hook side. Then I turn it round and I do the same at the back, like that, till it's moving relatively freely. It still won't flick yet, but that's the point of the next part of the process. I'm also having a look. I can see a white deposit on the inside of the latch, so I'm just scraping it off with my nails. Forgive the state of my nails, I've just been out in the garden and I haven't scrubbed my nails quite clean, so forgive me for that. So that's now moving relatively freely. I can see a bit of white deposit on there. Scrape that off. Scrape around just to make sure there's no more. And then it goes into the PTFE, which I've put in here. Unfortunately, this pot isn't exactly airtight, so just a quick little bit of spray there. Leave that for a moment while I get the next one done. So just very briefly, cleaning out ears, this is like, but not with a pin. Don't do that at home. This one is not quite so caked, but I can see some deposit there again. That side, inside edge, that side, and the outside edge. And then round the back, and that's flicking quite nicely and relatively freely, which is good enough for this part of the process. And then that goes in the pot too. So just for brevity and to show you what's going on, that's been sitting soaking, so I'll show you what happens next. Put that one in for a soak, and then what I've got now is I'll tap the needle, and you can see it's moving really freely because the PTFE has done the job. Give it a quick wipe, check it's still moving, and it is nice and loose, so that goes in the heap. So I will finish doing the rest of these, which are over here. Those have already been done, so all of those are going to be done, and then there's a couple that are still not quite moving quite so freely, so I'll do some more work on them, and all I'm doing with them is working the latch just over and over and over like that until it moves freely, which that almost is. So in between doing the other ones, I'll just pick these up and give them another bit of work until, no, it's still not quite. They might go back into the PTFE, but don't want to do that too much because I don't want a huge amount of PTFE deposit. Don't need extra layers. So, no, a bit more work required on that. So, that's it for now. So, See you on the next adventure.